What is up, guys? I'm Daddy Gamer Fred, back again with another Nintendo Switch news update video. Today is February 1st, 2018, and yesterday, to everyone's surprise, well, they did have an investor meeting, and we knew news were gonna trickle down from this investor meeting, but Nintendo jumped on Twitter and announced a couple of things that would have eventually got leaked from the investor meeting, and they were ahead of it. They just put it out there and let us know. So let's go over the news that we got from the investor meeting. One being the online Nintendo Switch online service will launch in September 2018. Now, we knew we were gonna get it this year. It got delayed last year into this year, and a lot of people were speculating that we were gonna see this maybe before E3, after E3, and we got news now that is in fact going to be after E3. This is the first time they threw a month date on it. They say September 2018. Reason of why we're going to see this in September, I would think they're probably going to have a software to go behind the launch of the online service to, warrant the reason why we have to pay for it. Maybe they also want to tie in Virtual Console and make sure that it's working 100% correctly. But, Nintendo's been delaying this Nintendo Switch online service for a while now. I really can't put a reason behind it. I don't even trust the September 2018 date. I wouldn't be surprised if they pushed it to 2019, to tell you the truth. Right now, the online is with the Nintendo Switch. If you are playing online, you're just playing pretty much Mario Kart, you're playing pretty much Splatoon. There's no real incentive to jump online with the Nintendo Switch yet. I think maybe Pokemon will do that, which would make sense. I think maybe Smash could do that, push people over the limit to, want to pay for an online service to play that and have that experience online. The 3 games a month thing that they're pushing, I believe you get to rent or play one of the classic games for the price of admission for the Nintendo Switch online. Sounds cool, but again, it doesn't sound like it will push a person like me who play these games over and over again. To replay it on my Switch is going to be amazing and dope. I'm down for that. But is it worth, for a player to pay a couple of bucks a month to get them? I say yeah, but I don't think that's going to be the defining factor why someone would pay monthly for a Nintendo Switch online, if you ask me. Another news update that we got yesterday that I want to say the biggest surprise, from that little group of news that we got was that there's going to be a brand new Mario Kart, and it's coming to your mobile device. There's going to be a Mario Kart dedicated to your phone, which is kind of weird to think about. A smartphone, Mario Kart game. It sounds brilliant, but I don't really see how that could work 100% of the time. And hopefully Nintendo has something cooked up where this is gonna work. We haven't seen no images, no gameplay has been released yet. It's called Mario Kart Tour. I would think, that is because they're trying to play off the fact that, you're gonna be taking it everywhere with you. Kind of makes sense. Again, not too much to dive in. I kind of don't see how this, again, is gonna work. All the phone games that are played that are decent on a mobile device, you guys know I do play a lot of my, mobile games on my phone. A lot of those racing games, I think pretty much all of them are in landscape mode. You hold your phone sideways to play. Now, if you look at Nintendo mobile games, they tend to be focused on one-handed play, which is a good thing. Playing Fire Emblem with one hand feels amazing. So does Animal Crossing. So does playing Mario Run. Now, I wonder how that's going to translate into Mario Kart Tour. Again, if you have played a portrait mode racing game, let me know that racing game in the comment section below. I want to see how that is controlled and plays. I think it could work. My thing is the visibility of the racetrack and knowing when you have to turn and whatnot, and Mario Kart being a iconic kart racing game where you kind of need to see your turns and need to, see the weapons and items. I kind of wonder how that's going to translate into the mobile phone game. What I thought they would do is move kind of how they did the Mario Street Pass games. There's an RC Racer type one where you like locked on the track and you just press gas and you slow down and you do the turns and stuff like that. I thought maybe that what we would be seeing something to that nature on Mario Kart brought down to the cell phone devices. But the name Mario Kart Tour does sound like a standalone Mario Kart game, fully developed the ground up on smartphone devices. I do think that it's probably going to look more like Mario Kart 7, and that's a good thing, because Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS, now mind you, the Switch one blows it away. It does look amazing. Again, I really can't put my finger on it on how this game is going to play, how I would want it to play. I'm kind of like lost, because to me, I would see it have to be in landscape mode, and that's something that Nintendo has never done. Not to say that they won't do it, that's something that they've never done on a mobile device, and I'm very curious on how they're going to take that approach moving to Mario Kart Tour. So we also got news that Nintendo is going to be partnering up with Illumination, which we kind of knew already. It was kind of leaked, I believe, or they made the announcement. Either way, we got that. That movie is actually going to be co-produced by Shigeru Miyamoto, which is pretty good. You know, the guy behind Mario is basically working on this movie, which should be a good thing. I'm kind of scared of, you know, them, if they give Mario a voice or not, or where the direction the movie is going to go. I'm kind of worried, as any Nintendo fanboy should be. This is unmarked territory for Mario. The Mario movies in the past, now I have a nostalgic pull to them, and I love them. They were funny, and you know, but they're not great movies, and we all can admit that. And let's hope that this does, you know, move Mario's movie world in a great direction. Now, besides that news, we did get a kind of update of the roadmap for 2018, at least until May anyway. And you know, this investor meeting, they wanted to reassure, you know, the investors that they do have that lineup for 2018, even though it doesn't seem as strong as, you know, 2017's lineup. 2017, they were basically pulling out the stops every month. There was something big happening first party wise. Now 2018 is here. I feel like it's almost a light version or a diet version of what we've been getting last year. I mean, last year we got Zelda, Mario. Nothing could kind of top that besides a Smash or Pokemon, but we don't have no news on Smash or Pokemon yet. We have news on, you know, Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta 1 for February. April, which is gonna be a huge spike, I think they're gonna see, is with Nintendo Labo. I think that is gonna flock a totally new perspective on the Nintendo Switch and totally new marketplace for them. Then again, we have spring, so we kind of don't have a date for Mario Kart Aces. Mario Tennis Aces, which I think is gonna be amazing. I know I'm gonna get Aces and I'm gonna have a ball with it. Not too sure how it's gonna do and sit critically. Hoping that story mode does make up for where Ultra Smash had left off, but I've seen a lot of comparison videos of Ultra Smash and what we've seen in the trailer, and them drawing a lot of, you know, crossing, where a lot of people are saying, yo, it kind of looks like Ultra Smash has been ported and they added a story mode. So let's hope, fingers crossed, that it is better. Let's just hope for the best. Moving on to Kirby Star Allies, you can see my reaction on the Nintendo Direct Mini on what I think about Kirby and Kirby games in general. I'm not too hyped on them. I will not be picking up Star Allies. I played a little bit of the 3DS game that just came out, the Battle Royale, and oh my god, I know a lot of people were telling me, no, that's not the Kirby experience. This is just a spin-off battle game. Do not, you know, claim this as your, you know, entry point to Kirby. And I gotta say, it was not pleasant. So I guess I'm gonna try a different Kirby game. I'm gonna try one of the old, the Super Nintendo ones, or, you know, the Game Boy games. But right now, Kirby isn't sitting on the best foot with me. One I am excited about is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I played a little bit of this on the Wii U. Me and my wife had it, I believe, for maybe like a month before we sold the Wii U. And this was one of those games that was fucking hard as nails. And me and my wife loved it. We kept jumping back into it every time we would put the baby to sleep, or we weren't working on the weekend. We would try to just grind through this game and not get anywhere. But Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze seems like a perfect fit with the Switch. And me and my wife sitting on the bed, literally just playing Joy-Cons in hand. We're trying to hold the Switch tablet screen up with pillows and trying to get through this game. I think it's gonna be a blast for any Nintendo fan, any Donkey Kong fan out there. I think this is gonna be a hit. I'm kind of worried about that price. Hopefully it doesn't stay at 60 and we do see a dip. It dropped down to maybe 40, maybe 50, but who knows? I think 60 might be a little bit too steep, especially for people who played it before. But I do think there is a large enough community out there who have not touched Tropical Freeze that it's going to be a brand new game for them. Warrant the $60 purchase. So another one that I'm kind of not too down on, and that's because we didn't see too much of, and I wasn't into the Willy World and the one on the 3DS. I think it was just the same one of the Yoshi franchise. I did play Yoshi a ton back on the N64, and everything else felt like more of the same. Again, I'm not 100% sure of that because I haven't played much of those games. This looks more of the same for Yoshi on that front, and it says 2018. The name is a temporary name, for placeholder name for whatever they do name it. I'm not betting too much on this game. I'm not excited on this game. I'm not even looking. It doesn't matter to me. This is going to be one of those games I'm going to pick up a year after when we do see a price drop or whatever. I see it in a used bin for a couple of, $20, $30, and I'm like, hey, I need a new experience for a plane ride. Let me pick up Yoshi, excuse me. And that's pretty much it, guys, from what we've seen for the Nintendo Switch news that came up on Twitter. Again, it was kind of surprising that they did they had an investors meeting, and instead of letting the information leak, they were like, yo, let's get in front of this. Let's not have let's form the narrative by answering these questions that people are going to want to know about the online, about Mario Kart Tour, about the movie, about the roadmap for 2018. I feel like it's still a lot of questions, not a lot of answers. I do think that we're gonna see these answers a little more closely, especially with their fiscal year rounding up. I think we're gonna see answers now, more so now, moving towards that 1 year Switch mark. I think they're gonna do, if not a celebration to celebrate, they're gonna probably drop a direct on the day that the Switch launched, and basically say, hey, we're celebrating 1 year. Here's what year 2 is gonna look like, and hopefully we do get more answers. So what we're gonna see in the tail end, hopefully they do answer what's gonna go down as far as online services and stuff like that. Everything right now is up in the air. I can't really pinpoint the topic on it, and I'm sorry if I sound kind of weird. My nose is like stuffy to the max. So I'm gonna just end it here. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on everything that popped yesterday. Let me know, on Twitter and Instagram. I'm Daddy Gamer Fred on those platforms. I'm the American Gamer in Switzerland, right here on YouTube. And yes, I'm gonna be doing a ton of these Nintendo Switch news update videos. The best way to catch them all is with a subscription. So please hit that subscribe button. Also hit the like button. It does help me out a ton as far as growing the channel is concerned. Ring the bell if you want to be notified on the next time I drop a video. Peace. I'm gonna see you guys on the next Nintendo Switch news update video.